Hi everybody, my name is Trish, and today we're going to talk about how to find the best membership database for your organization. So let's jump right in and talk about the 3 types of databases that already exist. So the first type of database software is called a SaaS, also known as a software as a service. This type of software is great because it's generally easy to use, flexible, and you can use it anywhere you have an internet connection, which makes it great for nonprofits. So the second type of database software is downloadable software, and it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's software that you download onto your computer and you pay for updates. This is great for nonprofits who work in remote areas who may not have a stable internet connection. The third and final type of database software is custom software. And again, pretty self-explanatory title. This software is built from the ground up to meet your exact needs and is great for large organizations who may not have been able to work with other software providers before. But be careful, it comes at a hefty price tag. All right, now that you have the basics down, it's time to start preparing for the task ahead. And the first thing you need to do is make a task force. In general, you want to pick 3 people with varying skills who are going to interact with your software on a daily basis. All right, now that you have the team that you're going to work with, it's time to put those brains together and define 3 major objectives for your software. Do you want to improve membership experience or increase revenue? Defining 3 major goals is going to help you align your vision and keep you guys on task. Here comes the practical part. Now that you've created your team, you've defined some goals, it's time to determine all of the features you want out of your membership database. And these generally get split into 2 different categories: must-have and nice-to-have. Must-have features are simply the features that your organization cannot go another day without. They are essential to your day-to-day operations, and you won't purchase a software without them. A good example of this is having the membership type for every contact in your database. So the nice-to-have features are everything that's cool, that certainly adds value, but isn't essential to the functioning of your organization. A good example of this is having a transaction history for all of your members. All right, so now that you know what you want to buy, you have to know how much you can afford to pay for it. You wouldn't go buy a car without knowing how much you could afford, right? The same principle applies here. So you have to make a realistic budget and remember to add a monetary value to your time. Your software's principal objective is to save you that time, so it's perfectly reasonable to put that time into your budget. All right, finally, the prep work is done. It's time to go shopping and try out some products. Okay, this part is extremely important. As you're going to be using the software on a daily basis, you want to try it out, test it out, see if you like it, and make sure, essentially, that you can use all of the features correctly. A little word of warning: if a software provider does not offer you the opportunity to have a free trial or at least an in-depth product demonstration, run for the hills. You should absolutely be able to try something before you purchase it. So now it's time to talk to your software provider about any extra fees that may be attached to your account. The most common are training fees, setup fees, or even transaction fees. It's best to make sure that all of these things are clear before you sign your contract. We've made it to my favorite part, negotiation. So here, we're about to give you all of our best trade secrets, so pay close attention. And I shouldn't be telling you this at all, so keep this between us. There are many ways to negotiate on the price of your subscription. The best way, and the most common way, is to offer to pay annually, which basically means to pay a year in advance. In return for this gesture, the software company will often provide some sort of discount, often 20% on the price of your overall subscription. All right, you've negotiated, you have the best price, so now let's pitch it to the board. The most important thing to remember when you're pitching this change to your board is to put the value first. Leave behind the technical terms and the cool features and tell them how this software is going to improve your organization and help it grow in the future. All right, we've made it. We've arrived at the final tip, so let's wrap this up and get out of here. Now that you have the approval from your board, it's time to gather your community together, your employees and your volunteers, and help explain the change internally to them. The same principle applies here. to the previous section is that you want to put the value first. Help your employees understand the value of the software, how it's going to help them in their daily jobs, and help your organization grow at a rapid rate. The most important thing here is to be open to their feedback. Hear them out, hear their concerns, and help them understand why this is going to be a good thing for them. So there you have it. We wish you the best of luck in finding the right membership database software for your organization. Remember, visit the Springly website and start your free trial of our membership database software. We would love to meet you, love to hear about the amazing impact you have in your community. And remember, you change the world, Springly takes care of the rest.